Now, the annual Goalkeepers Award, organized by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, held in New York, the United States of America. And my colleague Anne Wanwodo was there to cover it. She was also one of those appointed as the goalkeeper by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now she brought back this report. Take a look.
The 2022 edition of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Goalkeepers Global Goal Awards in New York begins with a cocktail as participants from across the globe network, sharing their experiences after a 2-year hiatus owing to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Goalkeepers, please welcome your host for this evening, Tumelo Matotwani.
Guests then settling for an evening aimed at rewarding individuals working towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
My name is Tumelo Matotwani, and I am your host for this evening. I am a news anchor and an activist all the way from South Africa. And, oh yeah, woo, woo, woo!
It's a long road, watching history unfold. All the unknowns and mysteries untold. Around on its axis, the world spins, and every 24 hours is a whirlwind. In fact, if Earth was a movie, we've been on the screen for less than half a second.
He did. So please help me welcome onto the stage, Melinda French Gates.
Then millions of people have died from COVID, and millions more have lost their savings and their livelihoods. In some countries, including this one, women's rights have been hurled back decades. And new wars have raged in places like Ukraine and Yemen. So in many ways, it's even harder today to wake up and say, I'm going to make the world a better place. It's a hard time, let's be honest, to be a goalkeeper, which is why it's never been more important. So please join me in welcoming the remarkable Malala.
To present the campaign award to Vanessa Nakate, the climate justice activist from Uganda and founder of Africa-based Rise Up movement and the Green Schools Project, is Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai.
It is now my great pleasure to welcome this year's Global Goals Campaign Award winner, my dear friend and colleague, Vanessa Nakate.
And I am a goalkeeper. I describe myself as a climate activist, a fighter for the protection of the planet and the people.
In the past few years, I have seen more and more how the climate crisis has affected the African continent.
My name is Radhika Batra, and I am a goalkeeper.
Next, the Progress Award is presented to Dr. Radhika Batra, co-founder of non-profit organization Every Infant Matters, which provides last-mile health solutions to disadvantaged children in India.
Give it up for Dr. Radhika Batra.
When Zara Joya was just 5 years old, she disguised herself as a boy for 5 years in order to go to school.
My name is Zahra Joya. I am a goalkeeper.
The Changemaker Award to Zara Joya, a journalist from Afghanistan who founded and self-funded Rukshana Media, an online news agency focused exclusively on covering issues that affect the women of Afghanistan, is appreciated by Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming this year's recipient of the Changemaker Award, Zara Joya.
The COVID-19 pandemic affected the physical awards ceremony for 2 years, but did not interfere with the selection of changemakers in 2020 and 2021, as recipients are recognized at this year's event.
She is a 12-foot-high, 10-year-old Syrian refugee who has traveled 5,500 miles across 12 countries to raise awareness of the refugee crisis.
One of the highlights of the evening is the appearance of Little Amal, a giant puppet of a 10-year-old Syrian refugee girl who has become known for spreading the message of hope to humanity across the globe.
Let's all do it.
It's now my honor to introduce one of my absolute heroes. He's a passionate advocate of the global goals, works with extraordinary rigor, imagination, and generosity in so many areas to accelerate the future of progress and help change millions of lives. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bill Gates.
Europe has committed 1 billion euros to increase healthcare manufacturing capacity in Africa, which will help ensure the world is better prepared to face the next global health crisis and speed up progress towards the global goals. And that's what makes President von der Leyen a true goalkeeper.
To round off the award ceremony is the co-chair of the Gates Foundation, Bill Gates, as the Global Goalkeeper Award is presented to the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen.
I am thrilled to present the 2022 Global Goalkeeper Award to a remarkable leader of our time, Ursula von der Leyen.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is guided by the belief that every life has equal value. It works to help all people lead healthy, productive lives and encourages individuals to continue to accelerate progress towards the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.